It's time for What If Wednesday.
What if, instead of having you on this radio station, there was somebody else?
All right, John, what do you got for me, my man?
What if Biden's last prostate exam was in 2014?
Then it is believable that the Biden family found out about his prostate cancer diagnosis this past week. The question is, do you believe an anonymous Biden spokesperson who said yesterday and got blasted all across media that Biden's last known PSA test was 11 years ago? That does line up with what my college roommate, Pat, who's a urologist down in Georgia, said yesterday on the show. If you get to 70, which is what Biden was back in 2014, and your PSA scores are very low, they basically stop giving you the PSA test because, well, that's not the thing that's going to kill you. But Joe Biden is not Scranton Joe. Joe Biden was the vice president back in 2014 for another couple of years, and of course was the president for the last 4. And I'm just not going to give Team Biden the benefit of the doubt on health stuff. I'm not. Why would I do that? They have not earned that right to be trusted on that front. It's like, I used it earlier, but my daughter number 2 likes moving the car in and out of the garage with me. And yesterday, she ran down the driveway nearly into the street, and I didn't let her do it. She had to be put in a timeout, and she wasn't able to move the cars with Dad last night. Well, I got to trust her. I don't trust Team Biden. So when anonymous Biden sources are like, it's been 11 years since you got a PSA test, sorry, you're not getting the benefit of the doubt from me, John. What's next?
What if Overland Park fails to approve the $250 million TIF plan for Black and Veatch? Or it's about $230, I guess, $228.
Yeah, $228 on the TIF. I think there's another $20 million in there of some kind of subsidy. Well, Black and Veatch will then decide for itself whether or not it wants to build its own world headquarters here in Overland Park at the same location they're at right off College Boulevard. It ties back to what Patrick Tuohy and I, in part, just discussed. Overland Park lands on a lot of top 10 lists for best places to live in the country. If you are the hot girl at the party, you do not need to do, let's be honest, what the fat girl at the party has to do to go home with a guy. Okay? You don't have to do it. I maybe that's not the best analogy, but it's the first one that came to my mind. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. Listen, you're doing live radio on the fly. What's my analogy going to be here? That's the analogy. I'm sorry if that offends you. But Overland Park is the hot girl at the party. Start acting like it, guys. Start acting like it. What's next?
What if Republican infighting kills the big, beautiful bill?
Then we all get a tax hike coming up in January. We get individual tax hikes and we get corporate tax hikes, and that would be the worst thing to happen to the Republican Party right now. I don't love a lot of the big, beautiful bill. I don't think it's all that beautiful. I don't. But I also understand, in part, that you cannot let perfect be the enemy of good when you have a 3-seat majority in the House of Representatives. And I don't want to do that. But like Tracy Mann telling us earlier that they're not going to have work requirements for able-bodied adults until like years down the road. Why would you not start that tomorrow? I don't understand. That's the part that I can't figure out, John. So it's not beautiful. It's maybe a 5. You know?
Well, I like people that say, hey, the car's going to wreck. Put your foot on the brake. Well, that's not going to stop us right now. No, put your foot on the brake to start stopping us.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I'm at.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for here. There is What If Wednesday on KCMO.